everyone, lovely to see you all, and thank you. Thank you so much for all your lovely messages, Stan. He's at a very precious age, and anytime he says, let's do something, I'm like, yep, I'm there, because it's just a short little space of time left where he wants to hang out with me. So yeah, very lovely. Thank you so much. Right, I want to do a film today about plumping and hydration and kind of bringing out the most subtle youthfulness from your features. And by that I mean by stopping to use anything that's kind of hard. I want to show you with kind of a mix of products and textures and light how you can kind of create that youthful finish to your face by softening everything, making it look all lovely and hydrated. I want to say thank you to Biossance actually, who got in contact and said, we see that you love our products. Yes, I do. The squalane is amazing. I mean, it really is quite beautiful, and that is their key ingredient that runs through their product. It's plant derived from sugarcane, and this skincare is just wonderful. But the reason is that I'm very excited to show you their new product, which has just come out, is because it is super hydrating yet lightweight. And I've got sort of dry to very, very, very dry skin. So I like that real kind of dollop of intense hydration, that instant kind of feel of it. But if you've got normal skin, combination skin, you might not want that. So let me introduce you to their new squalane and copper peptide rapid plumping serum. Now this is brand new. And the reason that the brand is so excited about it and why I wanted to share it with you is because it is super, super lightweight to apply, gorgeous pale blue colour, but it just gives such an extended amount of hydration on the skin throughout the day because of the formula. So I'm just applying it around my T-zone, and you'll notice, sorry, just a bit of a nice skincare moment there, that the first feel of this product is a lovely sense of coolness and freshness, and then gliding it on the skin, it just feels super, super hydrated. So you just get this lovely kind of like soft finish to your skin. So the formula contains hyaluronic and polyglutamic acid. Now these two together are fantastic because the PGA, it's easier to say that than polyglutamic, extends the hydration, okay? You might find that if you use a water-based hyaluronic that you don't get that extensive moisture finish throughout the day. It doesn't hold on to the moisture. So these two together are really key, and you will feel this using this product. And of course the squalane, which just really nurtures and nourishes the moisture barrier of your skin, giving you that hydrated feel, I think, because a lot of us feel tight in our complexions. If you've got dry skin, it takes that away and it feels super, super soft. I'm going to finish with the probiotic gel moisturizer. Now I've chosen this one over my fave because I want to continue on the lightweight hydration feel. So this, like it says in the label, is gel. Again, really, really cooling, a real pleasure to use. You only need a small amount. Just rub that in. And again, really lightweight and refreshing and just great for these summer months when you don't want to feel that you've got lots of layers of skincare on, but you want to have that hydration, because that beautiful hydration just allows your makeup, you know, to sit really beautifully on your skin. Lovely, what a great start to the look. Thank you very much, Biossance. Okay, let me start with one of my faves in shade medium, IT Cosmetics Illuminating, because I want to have that illuminescence to my skin, matched with a little bit of matte. So I'm going to pop it just literally like I did with the serum around the areas of my face that I need the coverage, which is basically all around my T-zone. Now, if you've got a really beautiful hydrated complexion, you'll find that the slip of the hydration and the foundation just glide on together so beautifully. If you find that you're putting your foundation on and it's gripping and you're kind of like not having that smooth finish like I am, then you need more hydration in your skin first. And because again this is lightweight, you're not going to feel that you're kind of breaking through your foundation and kind of becoming more oily throughout the day. That won't happen. And it's that easy. Now we'll just take a buffing brush, because this product is slightly, all the sun's really coming out. Is that going to be annoying or not? I'm not sure. We'll see. Because this is an illuminating foundation, let me just close that, I'll be back. That's a bit better, isn't it? A little bit darker on that side, but that's fine. Because this is an illuminating foundation, what you'll find if you've got fine lines around your mouth, then you will emphasize those. So you just need to bash that down a little bit with a nice firm brush so it's not too over the top. Next, I think I'm going to go in with Stan's recommendation of the Nude Stick Concealer. I actually quite like that. He did use quite a lot. This is Nude 1. So let me just place a little bit there and a little bit more there. And I'll bring it down either side of my nose. Now, I'm going to use a couple of products that I really disregarded when I first got them. I didn't like them so much. And I'm now trying to really like them because, well, the one particular product, because I saw it on my friend's skin and I was like, oh, that really does look nice. And the product that I'm talking about is the Jones Road Miracle Balm. Anyone else tried it? I found it really sticky on my face. But this looks so lovely. And she had the colour I'm going to use now called Magic Hour. So we're going to try that and see what you think. So there we go. Skin feels really, really lovely. Now I went very light on the concealer, but I do need a bit more coverage just here. So let me add a little bit more concealer just in these areas where my skin's erupting slightly. I'm just going to pat it in to get good coverage. Try not to swipe. Good. Okay, I have to say my skin feels lovely. Right, now I'm going to use one of a favourite powder of mine, Hourglass Ambient. If you've never seen anyone wear this powder before, especially in a soft light, sort of like candlelight or just a really soft light, it is so beautiful because you get the skin matte but with this lovely gleam. So I'm going to go in with my brush and I'm really going to work the powder in and I'm going to set everything right under my eyes, over my lids. So this area here is really, really, really going to be mattified, but with that soft gleam, which I hope you can see. So when we're trying to kind of create sort of like a plumping, youthful look, you want to think of round, you want to think of softness. So I did a little bit of my Rimmel eyebrow pencil. I'm really loving this. I mean, it's cheap as chips. It was like £4 or something like that, born this way. It's the palest colour, but I think actually, no, that's lasted quite well. This tail is too short. So go into the brows, try and round the brows slightly. Don't make it, where my eyebrows are a great example of this, where they really are quite, you know, they're very high, my eyebrows. They've always been this high. People used to say, oh, you've got so much Botox in your forehead, your eyebrows are up. I'm like, well, I didn't have Botox in my face when I was 13 and they were really high then. Thank you very much. And I know that is something that can happen when you have really bad Botox. It does lift your eyebrows like that, but in my case, that is not the case. In my case, that's not the case. God. Right. Okay, good. Now, this is a really lovely palette from Bareminerals. It's called Treasures. And look at all these shades. Aren't they lovely? Lots of colour there, lots of playtime, just really warm and soft, not like the ones that I had in my Illumination palette, which are all beautifully matte. These have got a slight iridescence too. So I'm going to use a bit of Moonstone and Pink Topaz. Now, to get the round shape over my eye, what I'm going to have to do is to use the colour over the top and then the light either side. So I'm going to go in with a nice big brush first and go in with the Moonstone. Either side here, right up to the brow, and then on the inner corner, but I'm not putting the highlight right inside. I'm just going on the inner corner and just over that area of my eye. All the way. A nice big brush allows you to cover a large surface area and then just place that on there. So you've got a nice area just to do that kind of almost stripe on the centre. So I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush, nothing too firm, and go in with the pink topaz and just very softly connect the two together. Keeping it on the lid and just bringing it up very gradually. Now, if I'd used a very compact eyeshadow brush, I would have got a lot more pigment straight away. So it's quite nice when you use a fluffy brush. Obviously, you've got to be careful that you're not flicking it so that you don't get the colour over the rest of your complexion. But it's really nice just to kind of, especially if you're not used to a new palette, just to kind of see how the colour works. I do hope this is light enough. Might just go and adjust the light slightly. No, I think that's okay. It's always quite tricky. I saw I had a blob of mascara on my eye on a film the other day and I was like, oh no. But when I look at the camera, I don't see everything that I've got. I need to take more time and I'm always seem to be in a rush. Good, okay. Now I'm going to get a smaller brush. This is an old Marc Jacobs brush, but it's got a nice tip to it. And I'm going to just take the Hazy Rose, which is this kind of lilac-y colour here, and then I'm going to blend that in so that you don't have the stripe, right? Because if you just left it like that, that would leave it sort of floating. So you just move that in and create that nice arc. Nice and soft. These are very, very sheer, lovely colours. So again, in comparison to my Illamasqua box, which I absolutely loved, I think there's only a few more left now. These are very delicate. So if you're kind of shy, eyeshadow shy, and you just want delicate washes, then this is a really nice option. Really, really soft. I'm just using the tip of the brush just to really enhance that socket very, very softly. Now I said I'd feedback on the Urban Decay mascara and it is absolutely wonderful. The Subversion primer and the Perversion mascara together are just wonderful. Now this look, as I said, is all about rounding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the primer at these lashes here and in the centre here, but not all the way. Now I always tend to drag my mascara out because I want to open and extend my eyes out, but we're going for this kind of more rounded look. And you know what I'd like to do actually is just get a little bit of off-white eyeliner. See, now I've messed that up. I don't want that primer on those tips. Great, so let that dry. Whilst that is dry, I'm just going to nip over here 1 second back with a Kajal pencil. Very soft one, automatic one from Max Factor. There's lots of these types of pencils around. Charlotte Tilbury does a really lovely one. And I'm just gonna look, so you shouldn't need any pressure at all, and you get that nice bit of light just on the underneath. Exciting, it's nice to see where it goes. So we've done that, so now we're going to go for the real rounded eye. So let's take the mascara. It just doesn't move, this mascara. It's so nice. And also it feels really, really light. I have to say I do love my Hourglass mascaras, but I do feel the lashes do feel quite crispy. I'm fine with that. But to have this kind of length and effect and then to have sort of softness in your lashes is, woo, double whammy. So we're going to go for the first coat just in the centre here. And if you've got small lashes, obviously give them a nice curl. I'm going to go down there and there. But don't worry, I'm obviously going to finish all the lashes, but this is just to really enhance the centre ones so that I can really get that nice doe-eyed effect. But soft, you know, this isn't theatrical makeup, it's just little soft tips and tricks to kind of bring out the fullness of your cheeks and eyes. Right, okay, just sweep this away, let that settle. Okay, so now I'm going to use the brush and I'll just fill in the rest of the lashes very subtly, and I'll come back to the other layer in a moment. Lovely. Come back to that mascara now. So I'm going to do a double Jones Road. I absolutely adore the lip and cheek sticks, and this is bright coral. This is the colour here. And I'm going to look straight in the mirror. I'm going to do this on the lens, straight in the mirror underneath, at the high point of my cheek, underneath my pupil, okay? So it's directly, you look straight in the mirror, straight down, and on the top part, the fullness of your cheek. And that's where you need to place that colour. And just push the colour in. And you want to create not round sort of Aunt Sally cheeks, but just at that top part. This really will plump out the front of your face. But the key is just to keep it small and just underneath your eye. Let's do the other side. We're not extending it up at all. And then we're going to mix it with the lovely highlight. So you've got that gorgeous softness at the front and then the lovely glow on top. Yeah, it is that time of year, isn't it? April, when you want to kind of dip your toes into summer. And if you've got sort of paler skin, you definitely want to kind of think of those warm, sun-kissed skins. Right, so let's go in with the Miracle Balm. Who's used it? Do you love it? I'm going to try it again. You can see that I've used it and I've tried it, but I kept getting my hair stuck in it. So I'm going to tap this over the top and all around, and I'm going to blend it just on the outside of my cheek here. But I'm really, really going in soft circular movements, and I'm just going to do a little bit on the bone of my nose, not the cartilage part. And then just rub this into the cheeks so it's very soft. Funny smell. I'm not sold on the smell. Sorry, Bobby. But I'm sold on the way this looked on my friend. So, I mean, you're never going to run out of this, are you? Never going to run out of that. So that is my juicy cheek. The most important thing when you get older is that you don't have too much of an oily skin, okay? That whole kind of glow effect, even though that I used the glowy foundation, right? I matted it down with the powder around the front. So then you've got dimension to your skin, that lovely kind of like soft sheen. Yeah, I think that's really, really nice. I'm going to finish off now with the mascara, a coat just to lift and to make all the difference on the eyes. You can see what a difference that makes, right? And just bringing it in to the inner corners. Inner corners, those few lashes can make such a difference to the shape of your eye. Lift, lift, lift. It's like having a few little inserts just in the top there. And that also would be a lovely idea. I should have thought about that. Just put a few little inserts just in the middle there to again really create that nice lift in the centre. You wouldn't want to use any kind of hard liner, you wouldn't want to extend your eye at all. You want to just keep it nice and soft. Now this is the eye where I tend to get a little bit of mascara on the lid, so I'll just tidy that up slightly. Good, really, really nice. Now again with lips, I'm going to be using a Huda Beauty lip liner, and I'm going to go back in with my pencil that I used in my waterline. She says, looking down for her lovely lip liner that she prepared for you earlier that she now can't find. And I'm also going to do a little bit of the liner that I used inside my eyes, just over my Cupid's bow like this. Very lightly. Now this works for me because it's matte. I couldn't use anything that was shiny because it would just really enhance those fine lines. And this is just so subtle. It's really going to help just kind of shaping and kind of making my lips just a little bit rounder. Stretch so they get a nice soft finish. Skin looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, so this shade is Trendsetter. Now, I'm going to go low first, keeping the lip liner long. And then really, as I haven't used this expression in a long time, and that's really kind of puts the hips into my lips. And I think it's just a nice way to describe that, because I'm literally going over my lip line with this nice matte pencil and really pulling out the shape, which I think if you've got fine lines around your lips, you need to make sure that it's nice and matte. Lovely. And then just use your finger just so that you don't have too much product, just to soften it out, and that makes all the difference. And blend it together. Oh, I didn't mention to you about the squalane, did I? My 100% squalane oil, again Biossance. This is what I use in my hair. I've had it coloured recently and it's quite dry, and this has just been giving me the texture that I love in my hair. I only use a tiny amount, and it happened by coincidence actually. I just thought, oh, put that in my hair, wonder what that feels like. And then I actually read it, and it says sugarcane derived oil to hydrate body, face and hair. So this is not a unique tip at all, but I've never put squalane in my hair, but I really love the effect. Right, good. I love that lip, that looks lovely. Now, to give us that fullness that I want, I just absolutely love this gloss gel again. This is 05 by Shiseido. It's really soft and balmy and not sticky at all. So it comes in a little squirty tube like that. I don't really put it on my lips, I just put it on my finger. And again, so flattering with the blush that I've used. And actually works really well. I didn't actually think how well this would work with my clothes as well, but it's all kind of worked together quite nicely. So I've left about sort of 3 or 4 millimeters, so I haven't gone too close to the lash line. But I really, really love that. I'm going to persevere with my Jones Road because I do think it looks quite fresh. Maybe I just had a funny old hair day or funny feel that it doesn't feel as gloopy as it did before, but maybe that's because I've got nice fresh skincare. I don't know. Anyway, so keep everything soft, keep everything rounded, no hard lines with the blush, no sharp lines with the lips, no hard lines coming out. Keep everything soft and round, and that should just give you that kind of lovely youthful finish to your makeup. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope I haven't rambled on too much, but I thought it might be a nice makeup to do. Anyway, take care of yourselves and chat soon. Bye for now.